Hello students, today's class we are going to see the continuation of the previous class about the vector. So in the previous class we saw regarding the vector, about the classmates of the vector, and today's class we are going to see about viral vector. What are viral vector? Viral vector is a virus which has been modified in a laboratory environment for purpose of introducing genetic material into a cell. These are viral vector. So where the genetic material after introducing into the cell to form a viral vector where remove the genes in the virus that cause disease, then replace those genes with gene encoding the desired effect, particularly where the changes we have to bring, there we are going to use this one. Okay, the next we are going to use replace those genes with gene encoding the desired effect. For instance, insulin production in the case of diabetes, where the insulin is going to help. The next, if you are saying this procedure must be done in such a way that the genes which allow the virus to insert its genome into the host genome are left intact. Next, viruses are highly evolved natural vectors for the transfer of foreign genetic information into cell. But to improve safety, they need to be replication defective. As you know, virus can able to produce severe disease condition and they can't able to respond for the treatment. So in those cases, we have to be careful whenever they are doing this activity. So once their genome material has been transferred into these viral body, that will affect the individual. Okay. So the virus can be used as a vehicle to carry good gene into the human cell for the treatment. We can able to use as an option. What are viral vectors? Development of viral vectors dates as 1960s, and a number of researchers recognized that since research, these since in this research, these viral those things can be easily identified for the treatment purposes where they had utilized the activity. The viruses operate by inserting genetic material into cells. Surely researcher could harness this triad by modifying viruses to change the genetic material they are inserting. Same example, one of the saying is that in Wuhan, when they try to do like this something over the virus, so harmfully or by mistakenly the virus has been spread. Like about this COVID, some of the rumors are present like this also. So like this only the lab work which has been taking place. The process of delivering genetic material, which the use of virus is known as transductions or transductions, which the first successful attempt occurred in 1968 with plant cells. What are key properties for a viral vector? So key properties, if you are seeing, then so many key properties are there. So many key properties are there. Like example, if you are seeing, likewise, the safety, low toxicity, stability, then cell type specification and identification. Over the safety, if you are saying, the viral vector should be modified in such a way as to minimize the risk of handling them. Usually involves the detection of a part of the viral genome, critical for viral replications. Then low toxicity, viral vector should have a minimal effect. So when they are there swing, they want to check for the safety. Yes, is this procedure is safe? Whether this will not lead to some other major problem for the human. Yes, making sure of this, then they will move further into the next further action to check the compatibility of how best this can be implemented. Okay, so over this, they will be taking the action of viral to find out whether this is not having any severe toxicity effect. So next, stability. Some viruses are generally unstable and can rapidly rearrange their genomes, same like our COVID-19. This is determined to predictability and reproducibility of work conducted using a viral vector and is avoided in their design. Next, cell type specificity. Most viral vectors are engineered to infect a wide range of cell types as possible. So viral receptors can be modified to target the virus to specific kind of cell. Virus modified in the manner are said to be pseudo type. In this type, this will be more beneficial for the individual. So, identification viral vectors are often given certain genes that help identify which cell took up the virus gene. These genes are called markers. By making these markers, they are using this one particularly for the gene replacement therapy. What are main types of viral vectors? Retrovirus, adenovirus, lentivirus, HIV, then adeno-associated virus, AAV, then herpes viruses. So, main applications of the viral vectors, if you're saying in gene therapy they will be using, then in vaccine production they'll be using this viral. So main application of viral vectors are in gene therapy. Gene therapy is technique for correcting defective gene responsible for disease development. So where they will be using this gene therapy to correct the defect. There are following delivery system for gene therapy: physical methods, non-viral vectors, and viral vectors. So virus is usually crippled to disable its ability to cause disease. So over this ability, they will be doing this activity. And viral method have proved to be most efficient to date where to in curing the problem, particularly in gene therapy. If the pathogenicity of a specific virus such as adenovirus can be eliminated while the efficiency of the gene transfer and expression is retained, the gene may be well suited for gene therapy. Where GNA gene will be present, the gene encapsulated with AAV, where the gene therapy is given for the individual. So gene expressed protein, automatically they will change and substituted protein, which where the receptor protein will be identified, the target cell will be identified, and the gene will be changed, either DNA and RNA strands. The next, if you are seeing, next word comes the in vaccine productions. In vaccine production, viruses expressions pathogens proteins are currently being developed as vaccine against these pathogens based on same rationale as DNA vaccines. So T lymphocytes recognize cell infected with intracellular parasites based on the foreign proteins produced with the cells. The T cells immunity is crucial for protections. So viral vaccine induces expressions of pathogen protein within host cells. Since viral vaccine contain only a small fraction of pathogen genes, they are much safer and periodic infections by the pathogen is impossible. So adenovirus are being actively developed as vaccines with the help of the pathogenic gene, which is very least amount presence. In vaccine productions, this vaccine approach involves inserting influenza virus genes into a different carrier virus or vector that is used as vaccine. So DNA or RNA encoding of the influenza protein that will be going as a heme agglutinin. So where the vector infects human but does not cause disease because their poisonous effect was reduced. With a microbial vector vaccine, the vector itself, including the influenza genetic material, is injected directly into a person. So the harmless vector can then express the protein necessary to promote the immune response where the immunity will develop against the particular harmless vector. Then retrovirus structure, outer coated, inner core. The surface enveloped, then transmissible envelope protein, then membrane, matrix protein, then capsid, RNA gene, then integrase, then reverse interface, then protease. So all this work, presence of accessory genes, regulation of transcriptions of RNA transport, then production in both dividing and non-dividing cells, then helper plasmids. These all activity will be manifested. Then transfections of packed cells lines, where the packed cells lines and virus collection and transduction in target cells. These all the factors will be identified. Then virus collection. The packing cells produce infectious particles which genome only encode sequence from the transfer last notes. This is for just for your knowledge how this has been worked. So how transfected packed cells, but this also they have tried in case of COVID-19. Then is collect virus particles, then transfer target cells. Then transduction in target cells are viral envelope glycoprotein interacted with the cell receptor and enters the actively dividing cells. So some transfer vectors also contain a marker such as fluorescent receptor or drug sections marking the selection of transducer cells, actively restricting the enzyme integrations which is taking place in the target cells. Then comparison between bacterial and viral mediated gene transfer. Viral mediated DNA insert length is up to 30. DNA insert length in bacteria is up to 10. Then more transcriptions efficiency comparatively less when compared to virus. This is about the viral vector which is helping for the treatment option.